bestie, welcome back to this house of fashion on another episode on how to cut and sew. Today's tutorial is going to be on how to cut this lovely A-shaped dress with this front design, but here I'll be making use of ashoke, this particular fabric, to make a design at the chest line and at the sleeve line. And the sleeve is a combination of two steps, that is the flare and the straight cut. So that's what we're going to do here. So this is after folding the fabric into 4. I cut out 4 yards, then I folded it into 4 like this. You can see this is into 4 to give me the full length of the dress. You know, the way you're going to fold it to give you the full length of the dress. Now the first thing I do here is to take the shoulder measurement of 8.5 inches, and that is what I've taken. Then I'm going to make use of 1 inch for the shoulder slant. Then the armhole is going to be 8 inches. 8 inches for the armhole. After that, I'm going to take the half cut of 16 inches. 16 inches for the half cut, and here is it. You can see this is 16 inches for the half cut. Then the next thing here is to take the hip point. It's not fitted, but you just have to know your hip point for the wideness of the A-shape, so it shouldn't be too wide. So I will now slant it up to the center of both back and front. Then I will now take the bust measurement to be 11.5. That is 46 inches for the bust. 11.5, and here is it. I'll be adding a seam allowance of 2 inches to it. Then I'm going to make use of 10.5 for the waist. That's 42, and here is it, 42, as you can see. Then I'm going to make use of 2 inches for the seam allowance as well. So the next thing is the wideness of the hip, which I'll be making use of 12 inches. That is 48 inches for the hip wideness. This is the 12 inches. You can see 48 inches. Then I'm going to add a seam allowance of 2 inches as well. Then I'm going to connect everything together. Then from the hip, I'll now go down slantly a bit. But before then, let me straight this area down to the armhole, from the shoulder to the armhole. Then to bring out the shape of the armhole, I'm going to make use of 2 inches here, 2 inches here as well. Then connect it together like this to just bring out the shape of the armhole. Then this particular point, from the hip point, let me know the hip point. So I want to straight it out to this area. Then from here, I'm going to slant it down. You can slant it with your hand, and if your hand is not straight enough, you can as well make use of a ruler to make it slant properly. Now, after slanting it, you can take the full length before cutting out the shape, and the full length is 58 inches is with the same allowance. The actual length is 56, then I adding 2 inches to it to make it 58. So that is 58 inches with the same allowance. So I will now make use of my ruler to make it straight like this. After that, I'm going to give it a round shape at the down part of the. So I'm taking up 3 inches, then I'm slanting it to that 3 inches. If you are not new to my channel, I used to do this to most of my A-shaped dress to give it a nice shape at the down part of the dress. So I can now cut it out now. This is after cutting it out. The next thing we're going to cut out here is going to be the neckline. Then we can now cut out the ashoke for the front. So the first thing I'm going to do here is to take the wideness of the neckline, which I will be making use of 3.7 inches. 3.7 inches for the wideness of the neckline. This is not constant. It depends on the wideness of the back you are dealing with. Then the deepness here is 2 inches. Then I'm going to cut it out. So that means if you are making use of 7 inches for the back, that means you cannot make use of 3.7 inches. You can only make use of 2.7 inches or 3 inches. So this is the back and this is the front. So I want to bring down the front to 6 inches deepness. So I'm starting from the shoulder again to 6 inches for the back, because this is not going to have a zip and it's not going to have a buttons at the back. So for free wearing, for the hair to enter through the neckline, so that's why I'm cutting it out this way. So you can now see the front neckline and the back neckline. So let me cut out the ashoke. So this is the ashoke we're using for the design at the front. The first thing I'm going to do here is to fold it into 2. No, it's going to be at the front only. Then fold it into 2 this way. After the folding into 2, the next thing is to make it firm before taking any cutting or any measurements on it. Make it firm and straight. So this is into 2. The next thing I'm going to do here is to take the shoulder slant of 1 inch. I'm supposed to make use of ½ inch, assuming the ashoke is straight at the upper part here, but because it's not straight, so instead of me trimming it first, then take ½ inch of shoulder slant. So I just try to take 1 inch for the shoulder slant. So by the time I cut it, I'll be left with 1 inch, as you can see. Then I'm going to take the neckline. You can see the way I'm trimming it. So it's still going to give me ½ inch for the shoulder slant. You can see. Then I'm going to take the shoulder measurement that I took at initial on the fabric to be 8.5 inches. You can see this is 8.5 inches. After that, I'm going to take the neckline I took on the fabric as well to be 3.7 inches. That's the width of the neckline. Then I'm going to make the deepness of 6 inches. You can see this is the front. So the same thing we did at the fabric, that's what we're going to do at this ashoke. That's 6 inches. Then I cannot take the length at which I want, the width at which I want at the shoulder. So I just want 3 inches at the shoulder. So the next thing I'm going to take here is the armhole length, which I'll make use of 8 inches or 8.5, because it's after that point that you slant it down to the full length of the half cut, where the shape is straight from the shoulder to this point. It's a straight line from the shoulder to this 8 inches or 8.5 inches. So where you want it to reach is now this area, which is going to be 17 inches, because the actual waist measurement is 16. So I just like to add 1 inch to it for the same allowance. So this is where we are coming to. Now from this area to that 8.5 is now a slant shape. You can see it's a slant shape from ear to ear to bring out that particular shape on the Ankara. You can see it now. Then I can now cut it out. This is how the shape is going to look like. The next thing to cut out here is now going to be the neckline. I want to bring out the Ankara that we've already cut out, the neckline, to place on this ashoke to cut the exact neckline. I've already chalked it out, but I want it to be the same thing. That's why I'm trying to place it to cut out the exact neckline, because we're still going to use the ashoke to turn the neckline, or you stitch the ashoke on the neckline, then you use the bias to turn it to the back. So you can do it either of the 2 ways. So let me now cut it out now. So I'm done with the cutting of the neckline. You can see how beautiful this is. The first thing I'm going to do here is to use bias to hem me the shape of this ashoke before placing it on at the front. You understand? And this is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be at the front. You can see they have the same neckline. Then you can stitch it down at the neckline, then you bias it to the back the way I explained. So the next thing here is to cut out the sleeve, then the ashoke at the sleeve also. So this is my sleeve, the 2 sleeve I've already cut out, just a straight sleeve. I've done many tutorials on how to cut this kind of sleeve. The length of the sleeve, the whole length is 19 inches, and this is 10 inches already. Then 6 inches is going for the flare. Then we'll be left with 3 inches, and this is our 3 inches. The 19 inches is with the seam allowance. I think the main length of the sleeve is 18 or 17.5 inches. So using 19 inches has already covered all the sewing allowance. The next thing here is to cut out the flare. This is the fabric I'm using. The first folding here is into 2, as you can see, then into 4, like a triangle. This is into 4, then into 8, like another triangle. You can see, since I'm cutting for the 2 sleeve ones, I'm cutting the flare for the 2 sleeve ones. That's why I folded it like that. So to get the radius of the sleeve, the guidance of the sleeve on the straight sleeve was 9 inches. So I want to get that at the flare as well. So I'm making use of 2 inches, 2.5 inches rather. I'll be taking it around 2.5 inches. Then I'm going to connect everything together. After that, I'll now take the length, which I said is going to be 6 inches. So it will be 6 inches round, 6 inches round, 6 inches, 6 inches. Then I can now connect everything together after taking it. You can see this is my 6 inches round. Then I can now cut it out. So this is after the cuttings. You can see I cannot open it out. This is the way to cut out 2 360-degree flare once. You can see, instead of cutting it one by one, you can cut it once like this. So this is how it's going to be at this point of the sleeve, and this is how the actual K is going to be here also, to bring out the style. You can see, and here is the body. So let me go and stitch everything together and show you the finishings. Welcome back. Yes, after stitching everything, you can see the actual K at the front. You can see how the shape is. You can see the sleeve. You can see the 2-step sleeves, the straight one and the flare one. Then this particular actual K that we added to the sleeve. You can see how beautiful this stand. If you're watching for the first time, please subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorial, for more kaftans, for more A-shaped dresses, and for more English ways. And for those people that have already subscribed, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video, always for sharing my videos, for the likes, for the beautiful comments. I really appreciate you guys. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.